Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sitting down and sharing my spiritual journey with you guys. I actually sat down this past weekend to try and film this, but I don't know. I didn't really know what to say. I didn't really think about it. I normally don't sit down and have like notes written, but I actually had to do it for this just because I didn't know what I wanted to say, and I kind of still don't. I just wrote down like a list of things that I've been doing the past couple of months and that I've been implementing in my spiritual journey, I guess you could say. I guess I'll start from the beginning. I don't even know where the beginning is, you guys. I've thought about this. I feel like I've been on a spiritual journey my whole life, honestly. I was kind of all over the place as a kid. I never really fit in anywhere. As a little girl, I questioned everything. I grew up Catholic, very strict Mexican family, and I kept quiet. I kept quiet a lot. I was a very quiet, shy girl, but I remember always watching people, always watching what they were doing, what they were saying, and even as a little girl, I feel like I learned from a lot of people's mistakes. But yeah, I always found myself questioning everything that I saw. I didn't comment about it, but it was always just like right here. So I've done things and experienced a lot of things in my life, some good, some bad, and just going through the ups and downs. Like, I've been so down at some points in my life from a very young age up until now. I feel like I got caught up along with society and how the world works. Growing up, I was taught that in order to be successful in life, you have to go to school, you have to get a great job and have kids, get married and have kids and have the perfect little house and the white picket fence. And while a lot of people, that is their dream, I don't really believe it was ever mine. So anyways, fast forward to now. Sorry, I'm remembering like things. So okay, so back in September 2016, I was hanging out with one of my friends, and as soon as I left their house, I don't know, I'm starting to understand what was happening to me because I've read about the dark night of the soul, and I've seen a couple of videos of other people's experiences. So now looking back now, I feel like that's what happened to me, because as soon as I left my friend's house, I don't know why, but tears just started running down my face for no reason. I was just in the car driving home, and it was only like a 15-20 minute drive, and for some reason I just started bawling, and it was scary. I had no idea why. I felt unsafe. I had just left my friend's house, and when I was there, I had the feeling of that safety feeling, like I'm safe there. So as soon as I left and I started crying, I was so confused. And I remember going home, and then the next day I was just like, I was still crying. I went outside in the backyard where I was living at the time, and I sat in a chair under the tree, and I just looked around at nature. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get emotional right now. It's kind of hard to talk about. I feel like that night is like a whole nother video in itself. But I feel like that's what I was experiencing then. And since then, and a lot of stuff happened. Like, I was crying for like days. I had to take like days off of work because of this, of what I was going through. So ever since then, like, I had my family, so thank goodness I had my family. I love my family so much, and they were there for me. It was the first time I had ever reached out to my family, because normally my family reaches out to me. I'm never the one to ask for help. But I had to that night, or the next day, that week, for the couple weeks. Actually, I spent like a lot of time with my family after that, and I was still very confused. I didn't know what had happened to me. I thought I was going crazy. I literally thought I was going crazy. I thought I was gonna end up in a mental institution or something, and I remember telling my brother that too. I'm sorry, I need a break. Okay guys, I'm back. I had to take a little bit of a breather. Like I said, I don't know what happened to me that back in September of 2016, but I feel like I had a dark night of the soul experience, and ever since then I've been feeling kind of lost, confused about my purpose in life and what we are really here to do, what we're meant to do while we're here. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I believe in a soul. I think we have a soul, and the soul lived before we were born, and it's going to continue to live and exist after we die. So that's kind of what I believe, and I'm starting to believe in the universe, believe in everything, that we are everything and nothing all at once, that we are connected to the universe and in some form or another. Like I've been reading a lot of books, so I'm still like studying this. I'm still trying to grasp what all of these, because there's like books out there, there's videos out there, there's all kinds of information out there, blogs talking about this kind of stuff, and it's kind of like you have to I have to sift through this, and anything that pops out at me and resonates with me, I kind of just hold on to that, because I don't want to follow anybody's journey, because I believe everybody is on their own spiritual journey, their own path in life. So for me, I'm still trying to understand what all this means. And so I think that's why I got so nervous the first time sitting down talking about this, because I feel like maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But then again, everybody is on their own journey, and what might be true to me is probably not true to somebody else. I feel like I am just like stripping myself of everything that I learned throughout my entire life, and just like trying to reteach myself, kind of reprogramming my mind, finding out, getting to know myself. So basically, I feel like this journey is finding my purpose and being happy. Like I feel like we all have the same purpose, and that purpose is to be happy while we're here on this earth, and to help others and lift each other up. I feel that you have to find your own happiness from within, and by doing that, you won't ever have to depend on any outside stuff for your happiness. Meaning, if you go through a really bad breakup and you hit rock bottom, it's like, if you knew yourself and your own self-love, unconditional self-love, is enough, then you'll go through this breakup, and yes, you'll feel sad, but you won't feel like it's the end of your life. So a lot of people go through spiritual awakenings and big life changes because something dramatic happens to them. I don't think anything dramatic happened to me. I mean, throughout my life, yeah, everybody goes through things and has tragedies happen, but I don't think anything huge happened to me in order for me to get pushed in this direction. I I felt myself slipping, you guys. I felt myself slipping into one of those depressions that I go through. And right now I'm living alone, and it's very easy for me to slip into that because my family doesn't live in the same city I do, and they don't check up on me every day, which is fine. I know they're busy, they have their own lives, and I wouldn't want them to check up on me every day anyway. But for me, living alone, I can easily draw the blinds, throw the covers over my head, completely block out the sun, and just be depressed. And I've done that before. I've done that before and just like did the bare minimum, like barely rolled out of bed to get ready for work type of situation, you know? So anyways, so I felt myself slipping into one of these depressions. And guys, this is why back in October, November, I just decided to jump back into my YouTube channel, because I was not going to let myself slip this time. I wasn't going to. I was going to keep myself busy. So after I did that, I decided I was going to do Vlogmas, and I am proud to say that I completed all 25 days of Vlogmas, and it was a lot of fun, but it was very, very exhausting, you guys. I overworked myself in the month of December doing Vlogmas because I was working my full-time job, and then I was coming home, recording, editing, and posting either that same night or first thing in the morning. So I would go to sleep super late and get up really, really early to get these videos up, and I wasn't taking care of myself, you guys. I was not eating. I was barely sleeping. I lost like 15 to 20 pounds in the month of December, and right after Vlogmas, I was just like, holy crap, what is wrong with you? I feel like I approached the whole situation the wrong way, because instead of falling into this depression, I was just falling into this unhealthy, I don't want to call it a lifestyle, just like these unhealthy habits, because in my mind, I was going to keep my YouTube channel going. Like, I was going to try and post every day, but then I realized like that's not possible. So yeah, I had to prioritize, and as soon as the new year hit, it was kind of like, oh my God. I feel like it was one thing after another that just like led me on this journey, and I cannot pinpoint when it happened. I think I started watching maybe motivational videos or like organization videos, because I really wanted to start organizing my life. And I feel like that kind of led me into what I'm about to share with you guys now. So ever since January, the beginning of January, I started doing my I am statements. I think I watched I want to say it was Louise Hay motivational video, and she explained the I am statement thing. And so if you guys watched my video from February's challenge, it was a love yourself challenge, which I am still doing, you guys. I am still doing, and I feel like it's working. So anyway, so yeah, I think that's how I started on this journey. I started doing the I am statements, and guys, this is like, I don't have the list on me, but if I have time, I'll sit down and I'll actually write out this entire list, which is I am happy, I am positive, I am grateful, those kind of I am statements. So I think I have like 70 that I write down or just read and repeat out loud. Sometimes I look in the mirror and do this, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But I feel like it really, really helps me. So I started with that, and then I kind of just stumbled onto like all of these things that I'm just gonna start sharing with you guys, because I feel like I've been sitting here rambling for a long time, And I don't know if any of this makes sense, but I feel like the spiritual journey is really helping me learn about myself, really get to know myself, because I feel like my perception of myself maybe 6 months ago was based on what the outside world has taught me throughout my life. And so whether that be body image or the way that you treat other people. So I'm working on kind of like stripping all these old beliefs and keeping the ones that I believe in, and kind of just trying to get rid of the thoughts that I don't believe in. So, and mainly it's like the standards that society holds on us. So yeah, I'm kind of trying to live my life by my own rules, you guys. So I hope this video kind of inspires you guys to maybe do the same. So another thing I've been doing is reading a lot. I've been reading a lot of books. Oh, I put a couple right here. So the first book that I read was A Power Now, and I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of this book because everybody talks about it, and since everybody was talking about it, I had to get it and I had to read it. So I randomly pick it up and read pages out of this, but I have read it on audio, or listened to it on audio twice already. So this book really, really resonated with me. It just did. So if you guys are interested in reading, I really, really recommend this one. If you're watching this video, I don't know, maybe you're going through an awakening, or you want to see just how other people are going through it and what they do. So if you're not into reading, definitely do the audio version of this. Listen to it a couple times, try to really understand what they're saying. I'll probably read it again or listen to it again, but the one that I'm currently reading right now is The Four Agreements. And I will link these down below, but this is by Don Miguel Ruiz. And I'm really, really enjoying this book so far. So it's an easy, short read, and I feel like it's very understandable. Maybe it might be confusing for some, but if you go through it maybe a couple times, it might start to make more sense. I'm about almost halfway through it, and I love this book. I really, really love this book. Meditation. I got this book, How to Meditate. So I haven't read it from cover to cover, but I kind of read different sections here and there. And so that's been really helpful because I also started meditating, you guys. I have to share this story with you guys. Okay, so I was meditating one day, and it was a guided meditation. And it was so, if you guys don't think I'm crazy by now, you probably will after I tell you this. So I started meditating. It was this random night. I was getting ready for bed. I sat down in my chair. Another thing that I've been into, you guys, is crystals. So I have a couple of crystals here that I'm going to share with you, but I had this particular crystal in my hand. This is a piece of rose quartz. And I had this in my hand. I was sitting down. I was meditating in the chair. And, oh God, I don't even know. I told a couple of my friends this, and I'm pretty sure they looked at me like I was crazy. But I'm sitting there meditating, and all of a sudden, I see myself from like the corner of the room over here somewhere, and I'm over there in a chair. I'm getting closer and closer to myself, and I was in my mind, I'm just like, oh wow, this is so interesting. There I am, and I'm moving closer and closer and closer, and I'm getting closer and closer, and like I get so close to myself. In my mind, I'm looking at myself like this close, because it was so crazy that I was getting so close to myself. Like, I don't know how else to explain this, you guys. So I remember looking down and there was nothing there. Like I didn't have a body. So it was just like the perspective. So I'm getting closer and closer. I get this close to my face, and my actual body, the one that's sitting in the chair, like me, I almost felt something right in front of me. Like if you close your eyes and you put your hand by your face, you can feel the heat. You can feel that the hand is right in front of you. And that's what I felt. I literally, my eyes went, ah! And I think I kind of jumped back a little because I opened my eyes and I went like this because I felt like there was something in front of me. And you guys, I was seeing myself inside my head. Now, I really feel like, I don't know what that was. And it scared the shit out of me. It scared me so much. I did not want to meditate again for days. For days, I did not meditate. And I finally got over it and I started meditating again, and it's happened a couple of times since then, but I don't let it get that far. Because it really scared me, you guys. If this has happened, if you guys meditate and this has happened to you, comment down below, because that really, really freaked me out. Just like right now thinking about it, it's just making me nervous. But I don't know, it just felt like I was looking at myself and I was actually somehow there. Like I actually felt myself. So I don't know if that made any sense, but it was the craziest experience. So meditating is one of the things that I've been doing. All right, so I'm gonna share a couple of these crystals with you guys. I actually have quite a lot of crystals, you guys. I've collected a bunch in the past couple of months, I'm not gonna lie. I got some books on crystals and I started reading up on them. I went to the shops and I don't know, I just love crystals and they're so much fun. So this particular piece had the word broken on the bottom and it was $15. So I picked up the other one, the one that was perfect. It didn't have this broken piece on it, and it was like $55, I want to say. But I don't know, I fell in love with this one before I even saw the broken piece. Like I didn't consider this broken for some reason. I felt like it was it made it prettier for some reason. And then when I did see the broken, I was like, oh my god. The thing that I don't know, I just kind of felt like it belonged to me, because it shouldn't be rejected just because it has a minor imperfection. I don't know why, but they kept making a big deal, like, you know it's broken, right? And I'm like, I don't consider that to be broken. It looks beautiful. It makes it even more gorgeous. One of my other crystals I want to share with you guys is I think it's pronounced celestite. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. But this is a heart-shaped geode. Super beautiful. It has like this broken, well, it looks like it would be like a broken heart, but I think that's just how the rock was formed. Super pretty, you guys. So this one and my rose quartz. So these two are the ones I normally meditate with, you guys. I have a big crystal collection. Well, it's not that big, but I have collected quite a few crystals in the past couple months. And these two are my favorite ones that I meditate with, so yeah. Okay, so another thing that I've been really getting into lately, maybe within the last month, I've been really starting to study the tarot cards system. I'm still fairly new, but it's a lot of fun, you guys. I I grew up with my mom telling me tarot cards were from the devil. So I was just like, oh my God, it's devil cards. So that was my mentality growing up. But now, like, doing research on it and finding the origins and where it came from and what it really means, they're not devil cards, you guys, or at least not in my book. You might believe that they're devil cards, but I don't. I feel like it really is your spirit guides, the universe. I don't know what to call it, source energies, whoever the higher power is that you believe in. I feel like they are the ones channeling the tarot cards and sending you messages or reassuring you or giving you warnings based on what you ask. Not really using too many traditional like card layouts. I kind of just do my own thing, and I have a little journal that I made where I write down the date, what the question was, and the cards, and kind of just like keywords, just to keep track of my readings that I do for myself. And I feel like that really helps, and I can go back and look at them. So I do have a couple of decks, and I'm going to show you guys this one. It's the Crystal Visions Tarot by Jennifer Galasso. I just got these recently and I absolutely love them. They are beautiful. Look how pretty these are. This is the art on the back of the cards, which I think is gorgeous. And then I'll just show you guys a couple of my favorite cards. So there is the Sun card. I think it's so pretty. So I was very drawn to this deck. I hope you guys can see those crystals on the tree. So here is the Star card. Super pretty artwork. That is the Four of Swords. So these cards are all super duper pretty. I love this deck. This is my second deck. The first deck I bought, I really like it as well, but I just like the artwork for these. And the books that I've been using to help me understand the meanings of the cards. I first got this one. It's The Ultimate Guide to Tarot by Liz Dean. This is a good book. Great book, actually. I highly recommend it, especially for beginners. This is a very good book if you're interested in getting into tarot. And then I also got The Ultimate Guide to Tarot Card Meanings by Biddy Tarot. I don't know. So that's what that looks like. And this just has like more in-depth meanings. Like it has keywords, it has reverse keywords, it has quotes, it has a description of the card. Yeah, it has so much information. Like, this is kind of a thick book. It's super good. I highly recommend both of these books if you guys are interested in learning about tarot. Another big thing that I really have been working on, it's taken me a little bit of time just because I feel like I had cluttery messes everywhere. But anyways, it's just creating a sacred space, and I feel like I needed to make my entire home my sacred space. So I've been doing things like cleaning and getting rid of things that I don't need, like my clothes. I have a lot of clothes, so I'm learning to just let go of things and get rid of things that I don't need, and just like clean out my drawers, clean out my fridge, clean out my car, clean out my life. Like, I've just been cleaning out everything and just trying to make my home my sanctuary. And I love coming home from work every day, you guys. Like, that's like the one thing that I love to do, is come home, cook dinner, read, which is what I've been doing a lot lately. So yeah, just like creating the sacred space here at home. So with that, I also created a little altar space, and in my altar space, which is right down there, I have my self-help books. Oh, I'm cooking beans. I wonder if they're burning. So I have my self-help books, my crystal books, my crystals, my sage, I don't know. I just have my little area over there where I meditate in front of this area and it just feels good. I have a carpet laid out and I sit there and I read, or I'll meditate, or I'll just write in my journal. It's just a little space here in my apartment that I love. And that's another thing that came with creating a sacred space for my home, is like my furniture, the way that it was arranged before, I didn't really like. It didn't really fit, so I just moved everything around. So that really, really helped, and it kind of helped me to kind of start the new year, because I did it right in the beginning of the year when I started going through all this. So I did mention that I have sage at my little altar space. Now, cleansing with sage, it didn't really, I was very, very drawn to the idea only because I grew up with my aunt. I don't know if if any other Mexicans out there can relate, but my aunt, she used to come visit from Mexico, and we would have to go chop off branches of trees. I can't remember the type of trees specifically, but she would sweep us with the trees. She would sweep our bodies with the egg, crack the egg in the water, and then you read, like, I don't know what she did. She's like, oh my God, good things are gonna happen. Oh my God, bad things are gonna happen. And it's just like, the sage reminded me of that, and I actually enjoy the sage better than what my aunt used to do to us. But and I just light the sage, and I kind of just, I cleanse my body, I cleanse my little small studio apartment, and I go around and just release all negative energies from my space, you know? Oh God, I probably sound so crazy right now. It's okay. I'm sure there's plenty of you guys that can relate if you're sitting here watching this video, right? Okay, so another thing that I started doing is aromatherapy. And what I did was I got a diffuser, an oil diffuser. So I've been using that, and then I also got incense. The incense that I'm really, really, really loving is the Moss Garden by Nokiba. Now, I got this at, where did I get this? World Market. It has sandalwood, benzoin, patchouli, and spices. So this one is great. I love this one. I think I'm gonna rebuy these after I'm out, but I also got like this variety pack from Amazon. This midnight one I really, really like how this one smells. It's pretty strong, but yeah, I really like it. So aromatherapy, oil diffuser, and incense. So I usually burn the incense like when I'm meditating or in the morning while I'm getting ready. I'll put the diffuser on mostly at night when, like, it's going right now, but I'll mostly use it right before I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I'll set it up, and then it runs for like, I want to say like maybe 3 hours before it shuts off on its own. So another big thing that I've changed, clean eating, you guys. I've been eating very, very healthy. I haven't been able to put the weight that I lost back in December back on completely. Like, I did gain some weight, but I think I'm at a good weight. I really, really feel like my body is changing just based on all the stuff I've been eating. And so this is what I did with my food. I went to the grocery store and I told myself, if you cannot find it out in nature, do not buy it. So I went to the store I went into the vegetable section and I picked up all of the vegetables that I like, plus some that I didn't like so much, but I could still eat. So I got all of those. I got brown rice, I got quinoa, I got beans, I got a ton of vegetables, I got some fruits, I got organic grass-fed beef. So I basically have a combination of all of my vegetables every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It did take me a couple of weeks to get used to this new diet of mine. At first, I was just like, wow, this is so bland. But I think my taste buds started to change, and now I can put like a little bit of salt and pepper and maybe some garlic salt or some, I don't know, some other spices or anything, and it'll make the food taste really, really good. I don't need to have all the salt anymore, which is amazing. So yeah, my diet has changed for the better, and I feel great. I feel great, you guys. So along with that, I started exercising again because I actually stopped working out consistently about, I want to say almost 2 years ago. And time flies, guys, because supposedly I was only going to take a little break, and I never went back. I mean, I've worked out a few times here and there, but not on a consistent basis. And now, I can't even say that I'm consistent now, but I'm starting to get into the routine where I'm actually getting up in the morning to work out. So I've been doing yoga, and a little bit of yoga. I started working with weights, just 6 pound, 2 6-pound weights that I got from Target. I throw on either a yoga video on YouTube. I follow, I think it's Yoga with Adrian or Adriana. I'll link it down below in case you guys are interested. But I do a yoga video, or I'll just do my own thing and just do like bodybuilders and running in place and lunges and squats and all these things. I just do it on my own here in my apartment. So, I mean, I have a gym at work, but I don't really like going to the gym. I kind of do, but I don't. Once I start like feeling good enough to where I can lift heavier weights, I'll start using the weights at the gym. But for now, I'm just doing like minor workouts here at home, and it's working out for me so far. So yeah, that's another big thing, is exercise, you guys. And along with the food thing, I've also been drinking a lot of water, you guys, a lot of water. I wish I could have taken before and afters of my skin, but back in December, my skin looked so bad, so bad. I was starting to look my age, you guys, and that never happens to me. But I feel like now, like my forehead is like super smooth, my skin is super smooth. And I mean, I do attribute it to my awesome skincare routine, but drinking water, you guys, made a world of a difference. So if you don't drink enough water, start drinking more water, because I promise you, it'll change. It'll make you feel better, and it'll change your skin for sure. So I feel like I've been rambling for so long. This video is gonna be so long, but I pretty much shared everything with you guys, all that I've been doing. I've been getting to know myself and really spending time on myself and trying to understand this world that I live in. So, and what the spiritual being is, right? Okay, so I'm still on that journey. I'm still learning, and I'm gonna keep reading. I actually ordered a bunch of books from thriftbooks.com, so Maybe I'll do a video and share my book haul with you guys. Oh, another thing that I've been doing, you guys, is I've been talking to my plants. Not like full-on conversations, but I just say, hi, how are you, you know? I hope you're feeling good today. Do you need some water? But yeah, I feel like my plants have become my friends because I don't really see anybody or hang out with anybody on a regular basis. It's just me, myself, and I, you guys, and my books, and you guys right now. But anyways, yeah, so that's it, guys. That's all of the things that I've been doing. And my spiritual path has guided me to all of these things because I mean, some of these things I knew existed, but I was never drawn to any of these things. Like, I know people meditated before, but it never occurred to me, like, why? What is the purpose of that? Why are you meditating? Until I started reading about it and actually meditating myself. But I felt like I was drawn to it. All these things, I just kind of felt like somebody was behind me, pushing me, like, yeah, that's right for you. Just go for it. Do it. Learn it. So that's kind of how I feel, how I've felt on this journey. Now, I know I still have a long way to go. But if you are on this journey, just don't forget that it's your journey, not your neighbors, not your family, not your friends. It's your journey. And remember to play by your rules and not anybody else's. So yeah, guys, I really hope this video inspired you guys in some sort of way. And since I've been sitting here for, I think, about 40-45 minutes. I know this video is gonna be super long, but if you guys made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this, because I was really, really nervous about sitting down and filming this video, but here I am and here you guys are watching it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are new to my channel or this is your first time here, my name is Joni. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, you guys. Give this video a thumbs down if you hated it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know, are you guys on a spiritual journey? What are your experiences? Can you relate to some of the things that I'm doing? Can you not? It's like, I don't know. I just kind of want to know what you guys are up to. And yeah, I don't know how to end this video. I feel a lot better now that I sat down and actually, I mean, I don't know if I really articulated what I'm feeling and thinking, but I tried. I'm trying. So thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end, and I will see you again in my next one. Bye, guys.